title.
Hey everybody, welcome to Man of the Metaverse. You got the number one dad over there, Beast Dad, and you got Lewis from My Life, My Money. Brandon, we got some good stuff. Oh, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and share this out. We got
Please do.
a catalog of great videos that can inform you and give you another perspective for life.
And make you laugh too.
It does. All right, Brandon, what you want to talk about today, man?
Well, we've been talking a little bit about marriage and, the statistics behind, do black men get married, do women get married, and who's left holding the straw. But I kind of want to talk about the benefits of getting married, and should people want to get married depending on your lifestyle and some of the stuff like that. So I'm married myself. Louis, do you think you want to get married one day?
Of course.
Okay, but that's the thing. It's for us, I think it's of course, but to some people, no, I don't think they want to get married. I think a lot of people listen to Fresh and Fit and some of the other podcasts, or even Kevin Samuels, and I think they think that they're in that 5% of men who make $250,000, so they're just gonna have this lifestyle where they're going to clubs and fucking bitches and doing all that kind of stuff, and then they just never gonna settle down because they got Lamborghinis and they're in Miami and doing all that stuff. So I just want go ahead.
Everybody lives in the hood and the fantasy.
Right.
They ain't never been around people who didn't have to worry about no bills.
Mm-hmm.
Every rich man is a married man usually.
Okay, so, but break that down, because it's a lot of rich entertainers. We'll say, is Drake married? He's a rich man. Is he married? Is Future married?
First, we ain't gonna talk about Drake, the entertainers, and he's a Jewish man. All right, okay. We talk about black people over here, man.
Okay.
All right, here's the thing. You heard a company called Walmart, ain't it?
I have.
Have you ever heard of a company called Ford?
Yeah.
How about Toyota?
For sure.
How about Nissan?
Yes, absolutely.
All those companies are built by families.
Correct.
So ain't no single man building a big organization like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
go ahead.
Only thing I tell you what a single guy does. A single guy, it could be one of the worst workers you could get from a damn job.
And that's what I was gonna say, because you brought that point up. Like when jobs are looking for employees, they want to look for a family man.
They're not necessarily.
Yeah, they're not. But yeah. And I never thought about that until you said it. So that's something companies looking for, because they want to look for somebody stable, reliable, somebody that has good qualities and values. I'm not saying you can be single and not have those. We're not trying to say that, but that's something companies are looking for. They're looking for that type of man.
And Brandon, what do young single guys, if your dick's still working, what do young single and you have a surplus of money? A lot of us don't got no extra money, so you can't do nothing.
Right.
What do single guys, if your dick still work and you got a surplus of money, what would they do more often?
Trying to have sex.
Well, no? Yeah. I say their lifestyle would be different.
How so?
So they may get drunk a little more.
Yeah, correct.
They may be on drugs a little more.
Right.
They may stay out late and come to work a little more.
Right.
They may have to more medical issues, because if usually a woman tells a guy to go to the doctor.
Right.
And if you don't got no woman in your life nagging you, that's one of the things. See, women's a fine line. You can nag a little bit, but don't lag too much.
Correct.
But yes. And it's just a hazard, man. So single guys, you look at statistics, they don't make that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Single guys, if you look at statistics, they don't excel in a job too often, because you don't have nothing to work for. You just working for a fucking glass of beer or something.
Right. But I think that lifestyle is what people want to live, and they watch YouTube, they on Instagram, they seeing guys in a club or doing this XYZ, chasing these women, and it's appealing to them. And I get it, but I'm just telling you what's appealing to them. I don't think being married, they see that as tied down. They don't see it as being stable, or, you handling your business as a man. I think they see, Drake is, I don't want to say him all the time. Who's somebody else we could say?
You say Future.
You say Future. He's doing what he wants. He's buying all the clothes and whatever he wants to do. But he also has a lot of kids too. And they see him not necessarily being around his kids. Even Jay-Z made a line about Russell Wilson playing football with his son or his kid. You know, so it's like, if you're not married and you have kids, you're not going to be in your kid's life. So, I mean, some people will be okay with that, but if that's not something you want to do, maybe you should think about finding a partner and work. And like I say, even doing that, working it out and getting married, that's not the end all be all, but I think you should at least be trying to aim for that. And go ahead.
No, keep going. We used to watch wrestling, right? Who used
Yeah,
to do that?
Degeneration X.
That stands for degenerate. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of group of guys out here, they degenerate.
Yeah.
They don't believe in a man and a woman. They don't want to build a legacy. They don't want to bring life into this earth. They don't want to make a better environment for that legacy.
Correct.
So they degenerates. Just like
I don't even think they know. I don't even think they know it, because it's like when you're 20, you're not even thinking about your future like that. Like when you're older, you think all these girls are, you're gonna have all this attention and all this money and stuff like that. You're gonna be older. You're gonna be slower. You're gonna have ailments. You're not gonna be at the club, or you're not gonna be in the mix like you think you're gonna be. You're gonna be lonely. And I'm not sure whether you've talked to older people in your workforce too, but it's not the dream that you're thinking is going to be. So you need to be trying to look for a partner to build with and create something with. Go ahead.
I don't like that excuse, Brandon.
Go ahead. What excuse?
You got people in African countries trained up soldiers, 13 years old. They more mature than the 22-year-old here in America.
That's true.
I say people do think about you. Some people do think about their future. But here's the problem. No. Here's the thing what's wrong with a lot of black guys, especially especially in the inner cities. You know what that means? Niggers. They don't see a future. That's why they behave just reckless. While I was young, I saw a future. I want to be Superman. I ain't quite Superman yet, but I'm trying. I ain't get there no more. But I want to be Superman. And some guys just don't see a future. That's why they kill. That's why they ready to fight. Take off. What happened to Take Off? Shot.
Got killed.
Over what? Somebody got pushed in the chest. So a person puts somebody in the chest, a gun go off. There ain't nobody thinking with no future. And the man is out on $1 million bond, and he's still walking around. If these guys were so damn gangster, so damn hit, why he's still eating fried chicken wings at the house right now in the house arrest?
Because people, it's easy to say you're going to do this, you're going to do that. But when you're actually in a situation where you have to stand on what you said you're going to do, it's different. You're not going to just go kill somebody just because. Because number one, people are watching that guy and they looking to arrest. You know, cops know what's going on. They know what's going on in the street. Same thing with Gunner. When Gunner got out, he's still kind of claiming YSL and people trying to make excuses why he's not snitching, even though he's already condemned the gang and said the gang need to be abolished and that it was a gang. Now he's saying it's a record label, or he's supporting a record label.
Black folks don't have a gang. Here's the reason why. Charlie White said this, but everybody know this. Those motorcycle gangs, they ain't snitching. You cross them, you're going out.
Right.
Those Mexican gangs, they ain't snitching. You cross them, you're going out.
Right.
In the all those drug dealers in Central America and South America, you cross them, you're going out.
Yeah, they're not playing no games.
Those ravioli guys.
Italians. Let's not say that.
If you cross them, they go get the police to take you out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no what black people, we don't. It's not even worth talking. I'm a thug, I'm a gang, because these not but kids, man.
Yeah, it's kids, misguided kids too. Like you know, you fall in these codes that people are not even enforcing, and they not really doing anything. At least with an Italian gang or a gang, they building something. You can see something from what they're doing with their criminal activity. Like it seemed like with a gang, if you go to jail, they can't even bond you out because it's no money. It's no money, and nobody's sending your mom no money. Nobody's looking out for your homeboy that got locked up. It's just different.
Watch the Meek Mill documentary. He was in the house full of drug dealers. He bragged about drug dealing and got this. He walked outside with a gun because he didn't do drug dealing, but he knew the house stud.
Yeah.
He walked outside with a gun, went to jail. Ain't nobody in the house had $500 get him out.
Exactly. That which makes no sense. And even if they did have it, they still not gonna bail you out because they don't care about you like that. The same people you hustling with, they ain't really hustling with you out of love. It's just they hustling with you, and you still competition at the same time. So if somebody go to jail, like if Lewis got locked up, we're gonna try to get Lewis out. I ain't gonna just be riding around knowing Lewis is.
I got the money. If it's 20,000, I got it, Brady. So go ahead, put it. I give you right back in 2 days.
Right, and even if you didn't, I'm not just gonna be, if you gave me some money to get you out or something like that, I'm not gonna be like, man, we need to free Lewis, talking about it on social media and not doing anything about it. I think people like to do that kind of stuff too. Did you see what happened with Gucci Mane's artist? Not to jump around too much, but Gucci sent him to pay, I think, $10K for the funeral. Mm-hmm. And the family tried to act like he didn't at first, but he proved that he did put some money down for the funeral. And it was like, well, $10K, that's not even any money, but he's not really responsible for paying the bills for the family. Like, that's his responsibility. That's the rapper's responsibility.
My uncle had a funeral last month, cost $1,500. So why they can't get him a cremator?
Right.
Give him a $1,500 funeral and call it a day.
They had to spend $60,000 for a funeral just because, like, that's a waste of money. And black people, we got to stop wasting money like that. Like, you want to send them off and do all this stuff, but if you don't have the means to really do it, why do it? You just setting your family back. It just not making any sense.
And the record company, I heard on the radio a couple of days ago, the record company had life insurance on his ass too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, so, they smart.
I mean, they
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're smart, and it's always funny. Like, should people be able to put a life? Well, I guess if you're signed to them, I mean, that's just a part of it because you're not really property, but you're an asset for the company. So, of course, they're gonna try to.
You can put life insurance on anybody, Brandon.
But is that fair? I mean, doesn't it look a little? I mean, I get it, but it looks a little shady.
Just say if my father have dementia, and he don't have no life insurance, but he don't have no money to bear. Want to be smart for somebody else in the family to put life insurance on them?
Correct. Yeah.
This is a small amount.
Right. I get you. But what if you have some money? And I know that, I'm like, let me put some life insurance on Lewis, and I do something to you, and I try to get the claim.
That happened at Sweetie Pies, man. Sweetie
Pies.
What
you know about Sweetie Pies? What you know about that?
That's 10 years ago. That happened at Sweetie Pies.
Right. Tim. Yeah, Tim. You said what? So did you watch that show? Did you watch that show?
I watched it. I had cable back then.
Yeah, I watched it too.
When them guys tear it, well, he got them big arms, but them guys, they gonna see that the thighs in that silhouette. It may be a problem.
Right.
Shut up.
He kind of shaped like a woman, but I know what you mean. But like, yeah, he took out a life insurance on somebody and killed him per se. So I mean, I guess that's what he was charged with.
Or tried to kill on something.
Yeah, something like that. I think he did. I think the guy ended up getting killed, and he was responsible in a way. He might not have done it directly, but he was responsible.
All right, we got 5-minute warning right here. 5-minute warning. Brandon, you want to go on to something else? Or you cool?
Yeah, we can go on something else, but I just to wrap it up, you need to think about your legacy, if that's important to you, and when you're getting older, whether you want to settle down with somebody, because when you're in your prime, you're in your prime, and after you're at your prime, you're not as suitable for a woman as you are in your prime. But go ahead.
All right, we got a whole 20-minute video of the white women predators in the world they don't never talk about. Don't got a video like that, Brandon?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Now, this
with
young
the school
lady,
teachers?
police officer. Yeah, with the school teacher, but this police officer. Okay. This police officer, I think you pronounce it Megan Hall. Brandon, she got 6 bodies under one roof, Brandon.
What does under one roof mean?
One, the police department, she having sexual relationships with 6
Oh.
different officers.
Oh, okay. I thought she was taking people out. Okay, so
Nah,
she
body, blowjobs, hot tubs, showing this, threesomes,
okay,
all this type of stuff. 6 different people.
okay.
Now, they may say, believe all cops, and cops can't do nothing wrong. But guys, if you ever in your life was a little athletic, got a little power, your dick still get up, you make it overtime, and you're 24 years old, you think them cops ain't doing shit.
Right, for sure.
I seen this in multiple ways. Cops go to parties. This happened last year. One cop started stripping and giving lap dances out to everybody.
But it's the thing, like cops aren't just like a superhero, they're regular people. Like it's a cop, it's a bunch of cops come to the restaurant sometime, and one black dude, he came in just on his off day or whatever. He just looked like a regular dude. He started talking like he was a regular person, like, and you kind of forget that these people are just regular people, so they're gonna do what regular people do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't forget. I know I tell you this. My standards is better than a police officer than 95% of police officers out on the street right now.
Right. I get what you're saying.
They interviewed 6 bodies. All the guys was lying except for her.
Oh, really?
Of course. Did she get your blowjob? No, she didn't. Did you have a threesome in the hotel room? No, we didn't do that until they kept digging and digging.
But they should be telling the truth, right? Isn't that what they tell us to do? Just tell the truth. We ain't gonna take it to jail. Just be honest with us. Be honest with us. We'll get it straight. But no, go ahead.
The moral of the story before we go: people will lie to get themselves out of shit.
Always. Well, not always, but depending on who it is. Yes, people will lie. Even if you got the proof, they'll still lie. Hey, even cops, judges, priests, all these people that we think are holier than thou, they will lie.
This woman caught 6 bodies. She texting naked photos. She taking her shirt off in the hot tub. It's eyewitnesses everywhere at these parties. And these officers started to lie.
Well, Lewis, are they like a gang? Don't they have a brotherhood, a code of silence, all that kind of stuff? Like, don't they look out for each other in a way? Yeah.
White power.
Kind of. Blue power. It's blue power.
Ain't blue power. It's white power. And the reason it's white power, if a black cop try to turn in another cop, he gonna get treated like a nigga. And it happens all the time.
Right. And people don't like to talk about it, but yeah, it does. And like you say, even if you are a black police officer, you still feel how you're still a black person, you know, and it's still a little separation. They're not gonna necessarily treat you all the way like you one of them.
It's been, if y'all look it up, it's been multiple incidents in Kentucky, Louisiana, and Texas. One black cop on the force, they putting monkey pictures in the room, nooses in his room, and this at the police station. You know,
right?
So, all right, Brandon. Oh, let me you want to close it out, Brandon.
Okay, well, let's try to think of something else. What do you think about the college football game? Did you watch any of that?
I forgot came on, man. I know they got blown out.
Georgia blew out TCU, and you know they were talking about, you know, the ratings were kind of low. And do people really care about that kind of stuff? Like, if it's
yes, they do. Brandon.
Go ahead.
And with this new playoff system, it makes it fair, but it makes it fair for everybody, almost everybody.
Yeah,
it makes it fair for almost everybody. So if you're a PWI, was primarily white school, if you're a PWI, you have a chance. If you win a lot, you could be up in there.
Yeah, right.
If you're on that same division, like what's that? D2 is D. What's the
D1? I think D1 is the one, and I think is that where Dion is going to be. He's going to be in Colorado, and I think that's a D1. Yeah. So he has a chance. He has a chance to recruit a lot of good players, and have a chance, I guess, to be at one of the big bowl games. So we'll see what he does, and that's kind of where I was want to go. Like, you know, because this is his time. You know, a lot of people said that what they were going to do. I mean, you know, said about him, you know, how he sold us out, and let's just see where he takes Colorado, right?
And history always repeats itself. Only time a black man get a powerful job is the ship is going down or is already soaking.
Right.
And they need somebody to bring it. They lost 25 games, Brandon, in a row, Brandon. And they need somebody to bring it up.
And as soon as it gets up, Deion gone. They're gonna put somebody else in charge and push him over the top. And that's kind of what happens sometimes. So
the odds I ain't gonna never get up.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, that's it. This cold stop.
We'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. We just want to do a quick live for you guys. Just try to see if we can mess with the algorithm and stuff. But make sure you check out some of our videos. I know you put up some good clips that we had and some funny ones about LeBron. I saw it was doing pretty good. But thank you guys for watching the Men of the Metaverse podcast / YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm Beast Dad. This is Lewis. We signing off. Y'all have a good day.